Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're doing an Ashe guide. That's right, the champion that symbolizes the AD carry role. I mean, how can I not have an Ashe guide on my YouTube channel? Come on, boys. So basically, if you want to truly learn an AD carry role, you need to learn to play Ashe. She's a utility AD carry on a more supportive side, meaning she supports the team while doing a lot of damage later on. And guess what? She won't be banned like ever, so yeah. Anyways, to get into the build first, we'll only be covering completed items to make this video shorter, but you get the point. So first thing you want to do is get Essence Reaver. That's definitely a core item on Ashe. It will allow you to spam volley, which is her W, and that will give you some more advantages in the laning phase. Next thing you're going to be aiming to get will be Ruin's Hurricane. It synergizes so well with Ashe and her Q. You'll basically be doing mad damage in team fights. It gives you attack speed and more crit, which is something you need as an auto attack based AD carry. Also, don't forget your basic attack slow people, so that's something to note. After that, we are going to get an item that will allow us to 1v1 other AD carries. Will allow us to play a bit less safer. It's Infinity Edge. That combined with Essence Reaver and Ruin's Hurricane will give us an insane amount of crit damage, cooldown reduction and attack speed, so we should be good to go. Basically, that was the core build. Now everything you build afterwards will be situational. For example, you could get Static Shiv for more wave clear and burst power, Phantom Dancer for more movement speed, which will allow you to survive more situations, Lord Dominix for armor penetration, Mercurial Scimitar for lifesteal and QSS, Guardian's Angel against assassin team comps, and so on. So the full build should look something like this. That will be basically what you need to build, and that's how you want to build Ashe right now and make her an effective AD carry. Now before we get into runes part, I'd like to ask you guys to please subscribe to my channel. It means shit tons to me. I'm gonna be more active than ever and help you boys and girls drastically improve and get informed about League of Legends. Alright, so the rune page we are going to be using is the following. The reason why we're using Fleet Footwork is because it's still very efficient, especially on AD carries like Ashe. It will give you some movement speed in lane and healing, which is exactly what you need. You basically want to survive the laning phase. Some people take overheal. I'd recommend Triumph because I'm an aggressive player and I go for aggressive picks, but it's still your choice. There's not much fuss around it. The secondary tree will be sorcery. Celerity synergizes very well with Fleet Footwork, and Gathering Storm is super good and gives you bonus AD later on, which is basically something you'll need to deal a lot of damage. Now before we get into the abilities, I'd like to explain small things about Ashe, give out some tips and stuff, some just things to keep in mind while playing her. Ashe has a long auto attack range, which is a big benefit in lane. She also has a good wave clear thanks to her volley, that is her W. And if you didn't know, crits from the items we've listed above grant extra slow on her auto attacks. You should also keep in mind that she's very immobile, so if you don't position yourself better, you can just say goodbye. Your ult is basically dodgeable, so make sure to use it at the proper time, and also that she's late game damage dealer. She's dependent on her items and on her abilities, which means she's not that easy to play as people set it out to be. Alright, so to explain her abilities real quick, her passive applies slows on targets when you basic attack them. Not only that, but crit damage will triple the strength of your passive, so basically you will slow targets even more. This is one of the reasons why Ashe is such a good utility AD carry, because not only her abilities help when supporting the team, but also her basic attacks. Her Q basically activates once you get her 4 stacks, and that will deal more damage and give you more attack speed. Basically, that combined with your build and your passive is just crazy in team fights. So much slows, so much damage, it's just fucking crazy. Her W is an ability that's super helpful as a poke or even as an escape. This is the ability you should max first for dominating the laning phase. Basically, what you want to do with it is try and spam it on your opponents and slowly poke them down. Her E, well, that's just like the vision thingy. You can just like use it on the Baron, Dragon, red buffs, whatever and such. And finally her ult, the thing everyone is scared of. That shit has a hitbox of a fucking train. Once this hits you, you're most likely dead. It goes through all obstacles, it's global, it's pretty damn good. One interesting fact that maybe not a lot of people knew is that the longer the arrow flies, the longer the stun will be. So yeah, you should also avoid being a hero and using it all across the map, because it's an ability that can basically win you the lane or the game, so you should use it wisely. Before I give out more tips on how to play Ashe in game and such, we should know what supports is Ashe really good with. And that is motherfucking Leona and Janna, those two annoying cancers of League. But hey, what can you do? Having a Leona by your side basically allows you to play more aggressive in lane, especially at level 6 spike. This is the time where you literally go insane, just stuns for days, dude. On the other hand, having Janna by your side will allow you to trade more efficiently, deal more damage, especially with them crits, boy. Basically, either one of these supports is super good, not only for the lane itself, but for the whole team. It's just a damn good synergy. Good thing about Ashe is that she kinda works well with most of the supports, since she's meant to play safe early game and bang late. That's why she's not really played in solo queue, because it's not that easy to solo carry with her early on. And that's 70% of the time where the game is already decided early, right? Alright, so since I was blabbing too much in bits and pieces, I want to get the stuff clear about Ashe, or maybe if you guys didn't understand things because of my accent or my English, I'll try to keep things simple. So basically, early game you want to play safe, follow your support, especially if it's an engaged support like Leona or Alistar. Max your W and poke your enemies with it. You have a decent range on your auto attack, so you should be safe. Mid game, group up with your team and support them with your slows, take objectives, and late game is where you shine. Your ult can basically win you or lose you the game. So be careful on how you use it, and make sure to use your Q in team fights, which will deal shit tons of damage and slow the enemies like fucking hell. So that was basically it for today. Such a long video, I know, but I'm back on the grind, boys. Like, I'm back at it. I'm so thankful for all the support you guys give me and for all the comments. There's much more videos to come. I'd like, if you guys like to see something on my channel, now it's the time to comment it down below. And that's basically it for today. Hope you guys are having a nice day, and peace out.